So, hello everyone, very good morning to all. I'm here again with today's editorial, the date 26 December 2022. Now, we are going to read out the today's editorial column. Let's start it with the thought of the day. Scrolling. So, success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out. So yeah, I'm totally agree with this thought. Success is the sum of all the small efforts. As we give our efforts, and we should separate it in a small parts. And whatever we give our efforts in every day, that will come in one day in the form of success, and we will reach to our destiny. So we should not stop giving our efforts so that we will come to our destiny one day and the success will be in our hand. So hope you should follow this thought of the day. Hmm. Yeah, now let's read our today's editorial. A welcome move. There is one step to that we are going to welcome now, and the author is going to welcome. So the title is On the Free Grains Scheme Under Food Security Law. So today's our editorial is about the free grains, the scheme. There are some schemes under which we distribute some kind of foods to the needy people, to that poor people who needs that food. And this editorial is about that. The centers taking up the burden for the free food grains distribution in 2023 will provide relief to states. Now, every time when there is any kind of scheme done up with the states, so that load means the whole expenses and everything, state government have to take that in their load. But what happening now, central government is taking whole burden in their shoulder, and that's why state governments are feeling relief. They are feeling so much relief, and that's why today's the title is a welcome move. The state government is giving welcome to that central government because they are taking whole burden of this grain food scheme in their shoulder. So let's read out editorial page. The government has decided not to extend the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana, a scheme that ran between April 2022 to December 2022, except for a short period in between, and provided additional allocation for food grains. Scroll up. There is a scroll up, Leo, and scroll up that picture. Hmm. So see this picture here. There is a Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana, which is made by the Narendra Modi ji, and this made in a 2020 and till 2022. And in that, when there is a COVID-19 pandemic has came, so in the aim of to provide the food to whole needy peoples and poor people, in this aim, Narendra Modi ji made this scheme to provide food to all the people. And this is the scheme on which we are going to discuss. And here author is saying now we don't want to extend it more, and we have to see the why cause. We have to see the cause, because cause behind it, why we don't want to extend it. So this is the overall data and information about the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana. You can check it out. Scroll a bit now. So here is we talked about that Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana, and now government don't want to extend it more, and because it were providing some additional food too, but now they don't want to extend it. Let's see the cause behind it. Scroll down. Here is one word, allocation. Allocation means something should be given or shared to, which as that they were sharing food to the peoples. So allocation, that's the word. Scroll down. So what they were providing some kind of rice or wheat from the central pool at 5 kilograms a month free of cost to beneficiaries under the National Food Security Act. So according to that scheme, they were providing rice and wheat to the all people who came under the National Food Security Act. They were giving to these foods to the beneficiaries who comes under the this act. And now the central has taken up the all burden and they were providing 5 kilograms a month free of cost. And now PM PMGKY absorbed the shock of the pandemic for the extreme poor and also brought in a political dividends for the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party in many states that had elections this year, including Uttar Pradesh in particular. Now here, author is saying about why they started the scheme. As I already told you, the scheme is started in the aim of the pandemic. We already fight with the pandemic, and there is a massive impact in all over the world and on the every individual. So we were suffering from the pandemic, and in those days there is a no any kind of work for any people, and the people who are very poor, so they don't even have any kind of work, so that they go outside and do work and earn some money and fulfill their needs and their food. So they don't had that kind of money and food. So that's why uh, government have started some scheme, and with the help of those scheme people were taking advantage. But what happened? After now we are done up with the pandemic, but now the some kind of politicians were also taking the advantage of this scheme, because in that year elections were there and BJP was taking advantage of of this scheme, and especially here mentioned the Uttar Pradesh in particular. Here is one word: dividends. Highlight that. Evidence. It means an individual share of something distributed. As people, government were distributing rice and wheat, so sharing something in a particular, it means dividends. Now scroll it a bit. Scroll down. While discontinuing the scheme, the government has said that it will bear the expenses of food grains under the UNFSA for 2023 and ensure free ration under the Act for the estimated 81.35 crore beneficiaries for that year. Now, while as government don't want to extend it more, so while discontinuing this scheme, uh, here government has said that they will take a beer. They means they will stand for the expenses. Means whatever expenses, uh, whatever money they have to spend in that new scheme now, they are ready for that, and they want that 18.35 crore beneficiaries should take advantage of this scheme. Uh, and this is the calculation, like the 18.35 crore people should take a advantage. And scroll down. In other words, ration card holders can now avail 5 kg of wheat or rice per month for free rather than at a subsidized rate. While Antyodaya Anna Yojana card holders will receive 35 kg of free food grains. Now, in other words, here author is saying there are ration card holders, so who are able to means who are able to take a 5 kilogram of wheat and rice per month. But for those people who have this different Antyodaya Anna Yojana, they are able to take a 35 kg free food grains. and and now they are it's in not that subsidized rate. Subsidized means uh, in a low rate, no. Now they want to distribute it in a free of cost. Scroll down. As the estimated number of 81.35 crore beneficiaries is still based on a census 2011 numbers and public distribution system. Entitlements have been limited to ration card holders. Now this number 81.35 crore, it is according to the census of 2011, and to those who have a ration card and the quotas framed by the union government. Some states have gone on the expand benefits to other through the NFSA and other schemes. Um, Now those people who have a ration card and other quotas, now according to this scheme, they are going to provide rice and wheat for the needy people and poor people who have a quota and ration card. And the now union government is ready to take all load, and union government is going to provide all the benefits and of this scheme. Scroll down. By taking on the burden of the expenditure for this distribution. Expenditure, here is one word. Expenditure is a noun and it means the act of spending money. So union government is going to spend money. So by taking up the burden of expenditure for this distribution, the union government, which has estimated an additional amount of 2 lakh crore for the scheme, has provided limited but welcome relief in monetary terms for the state. Now, to apply this another scheme, the union government have to spend a lot of money, 2 lakh crore. It is a not it's not a very less amount, it's a very high. So now union government is going to take the uh, load of this scheme, and that's why the state government are feeling relief because this is a high amount, and that's why with the help of union government all people are able to take advantage, and the needy people and poor who don't have food, and they are able to take advantage. And now that's why it is a monetary relief for the states. That's why the title is like welcome move. Scroll down. While the expenditure numbers of food distribution and subsidy provisions seems fiscally expensive. Fiscally means highly expensive. The schemes have provided distress relief to the most needy, help the government control its food buffer stocks better. And while the expenditure numbers of the food distribution, as I already told you, expenditure means spending of money. So while spending the money in this scheme, now distress. There is one word, distress. Distress means a feeling of extremely pain or sad. That is means expending this much money is a feeling of something highly stress, like. So this is giving relief to the needy people because they were suffering from the money. They don't have that much money to buy something and live a good life. So those people who really want it, who really need the advantage of those schemes, they want a food. So this union government going to help them, and this is a big step for every individual and every people, which is very beneficial for all, and help the government control it's a food buffer stock better, and also reduce the wastage of procured food grains at a time when procurement figures for rice and wheat by the Food Corporation of India remain high. now there are three advantages, like the needy people will be able to take the food which from means they are not able to buy like all the food, so they will get it in a free of cost. And the stocks better, means those farmer who have already made some seeds and all rice and wheat, so there are some stock better, buffer stock means extra stock, so that is not going to waste, so it will be spent, and it is going to give it is and the needy people are going to take advantage of that extra stock, so this is the second advantage. And that's why, and the all expenditure means all expenses is going to take union government in their shoulder. Scroll down. The PDS and the PMGKY have not only enabled basic food security but have also acted as an income transfer for the poor by allowing them to buy other commodities that they could not have afforded if not for the benefits. Now here with this two scheme, they are not only able to fulfill their basic needs like food, even with the help of this scheme they are able to take some income also, like because this scheme is acted like a income transfer for the poor people and other communities that they could not have afforded if not for the benefits. And there is of course the question of the whether targeted distribution, including the identification of priority households and the poorest of the poorest. Means there is one question like whether targeted distribution means this targeted distribution is going to provide to all the needy people or not, because in India, there are a lot of people who don't even have a ration card. So what about those people who, even there are some people in there are some schemes, and even there are some needy people in that scheme their name is not written. So what about those people? What about the people who don't have ration card and their name is not written in there, in that scheme? So we should, so that's why the means we should make some rule like it should be provided to all people. There is not some targeting like you have to give those people only who have these things. So it should be become universal, and it that for at that point it will become a beneficial for everyone, means people can take advantage of it. So here this is the one question. And hmm, poorest of the poorest, and has really helped the benefits reaching the deserving with the corners about diversion of food grains. So yeah, scroll down. But as the rights activists have argued, the more robust solution could be universalization of the PDS. Here is one word, robust. Robust means strong and which is not able to break. So, as there are some right activists, they are arguing that we have to stay strongly. Means robust solution could be a universalization. Means these schemes and whatever, it should become a universal, so that every people, every individual will take advantage of this scheme, and which has already worked well in a few states such as Tamil Nadu. Hmm. And this thing also applied, and it is implementing in some kind of step as Tamil Nadu is took a step, and they are taking advantage too. So it should become a universal, and so that every individual will take advantage of those schemes. as the scheme would be availed by anyone in need instead of the flawed targeting system. And so that availed, here is one word availed. It means use and take advantage of every opportunity, any kind of opportunity. So instead of doing some targeting people like who only have a ration card and who only belongs to those categories and whose name is included in those schemes, we should not give only those people, because there are some people who don't have knowledge of these things, who are not, means there are some uneducated people are there also, so they are not they don't aware, they are not aware of those things, like one scheme is came and we have to go and take advantage of this thing. So no, there are not this kind of people. So if we made this scheme universal, so every individual will take advantage of that, and even some states are doing this universal, and Tamil Nadu is take a step. So that's why we have to, every state have to take this kind of step, and it should, when it will become a universal, at that point every individual and every needy people will take advantage, and it will become a universal point where every individual will take a uh, food, means they are able to take a food like rice and wheat. And there is one thing also, why we are going to give only rice and wheat. It should become a like nutrition level. Some nutrition food is also include, also should include in this scheme, so that it will be more helpful for those people. So this is all about today's editorial. Now you can tell me the tone of the editorial. What do you think?
Hello, Geetanjali.
Yeah.
So
What is
there
the
is
tone of editorial?
one line is over there. This universalization of the PDS. What is its meaning? PDS?
PDS. It is.
Yeah.
Uh, it is a scheme. It is a scheme. Like as Pradhan Mantri Garib
public
Kalyan Anna
excuse
Yojana is
public
there.
distribution system.
Public distribution system. Okay.
Public distribution system.
Nice, nice.
Yeah. What do you think? Tone of the editorial.
So is this scheme for Tamil Nadu people only, or for the entire country?
Yeah, it is for entire country, but Tamil Nadu took a step and they are implementing that it will become a universalization. But it should not for all those people who only have a ration card and whose name is written in those scheme. It should become a universalization, means it should for every individual.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Yeah. It should be for the entire, like, for every citizen of India. It should not be like
Yes.
for the specific people who are living in Tamil Nadu only, because every person should get benefit from this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, anyone else?
The tone of editorial was suggestive and informative because author is trying to suggest to government and might be.
Yes, and it is yeah, suggestive, and the title is like welcome step, because the union government is taking the whole load, whole burden of expenses, means whatever um, uh, they have to spend money in these schemes, union government is taking this in their load, so it is a relief for state government. So this is one thing.
Okay.
So are you discussing it every day, like, or today only, like you have discussed it?
Yeah, it is every day. We are discussing everyday editorial here.
So may I know the timing? Like, at what time do you discuss it?